Hello everyone, I'm Bhavna Aaron. I'm back with the last part of lesson 1 of history of class 7. Today we are going to discuss about the several topics as you can see on the screen. So let's get
Now we are going
started.
to talk about the new social and political groups. History of years between 700 and 750 is a huge challenge to historians largely because of the scale and variety of development took place over this period. Like the Persian wheel in irrigation, the spinning wheel in weaving, and the firearms in combat were some of the experiments done during this period. Now, new foods and beverages arrive in the subcontinent like potatoes, corn, chilies, tea, and coffee. This was a period of economic, political, social, and cultural change. So, this was the period of great mobility as well. As group of people travel long distance in search of opportunity, one group of people who became important in this period were the Rajputs, a name derived from Rajputra, the son of ruler. Between the 8th and 14th century, the term was applied more generally to a group of warriors who claimed Kshatriya's caste system. Now, the term included not only just the rulers and chieftains, but also the soldiers and commanders who served in the armies of different monarchs all over the subcontinent. A chivalric kind of code was conducted like the qualities attributed to Rajputs by their poets. During this period, various jatis got emerged as a result. Clearing of forest has been started by cutting down the trees, due to which many forest dwellers who used to live inside the forest area only has the option left of migrating forcefully by changing their habitat, as clearing of forest is on the peak during this time. So many of them started living in society and adopt a profession of tilling the land and became peasant. These new peasants group gradually began to be influenced by the regional markets, priests, monarchies, and temples. They became a part of a large, complex society now and were required to pay taxes. As a result, who are gaining from the crop cultivation started paying tax, but on the other hand, those who wouldn't been able to get any gain means they are suffering loss in that particular situation. The difference emerged by the name of economic and social difference among peasants. Some possessed more productive land, others also kept as some possessed more productive land, others also kept cattle, and some combined artistic work with agriculture activity during the lean season. Now, as society became more differentiated, people were grouped into jatis or subcaste or ranked on the basis of their background and other occupation. Rank were not fixed permanently and varied according to the power, influence, and resources controlled by the member of jatis. Jatis framed their own rules and regulations to manage the conduct of their members, called panchayat. But jatis were also required to follow the rules of the village. Together, they were only one small unit of state. Now we are going to talk about the regional empire as we are going to study a thousand-year history from 700 to 715 in 7 class, but there is a vast changes undergone during this period, and regional wise also, and by the empire wise. Like people believes in the divine was somewhere on personal level, but it was followed more collectively by the different religion. For example, Hindu families used to preach their God in the same manner by each and every family of Hindu, but collectively as they used to celebrate their festive Eve also by the same ritual followed by them in Hinduism by every Hindu family. Okay, but during this period that important changes occurred in what we call Hinduism today, like they started used to worship new deities, and the construction of temples also took place on a very large scale during this period, which helps in emerging a great dominant nature of Brahmins as their general public has to depend for yagna on Brahmins a lot as they wrote Prasasti also and got a good support of patron. Now The word patron, what does it mean? Patron are the influential, wealthy individuals who supports another person, or and he can be they can be artist also, a craft person, or learned man like Brahman or a noble men who used to live under any king, and as they are the Brahman, so they wrote prasasti for the particular king. Okay, right? Now, many rulers were patron of Islam and ulama, as ulama are the persons who is going to promote the Islam, as Hinduism, as Islam came to India in around the period of 700 to 1750 only. So basically, the Muslims were divided into two categories, like the Shia Muslim and the Sunni Muslim. As Shia Muslim, who believed that the Prophet Muhammad's son-in-law Ali was the only legitimate leader of the Muslim community, where on the other hand the Sunni Muslim who accepted the authority of the early leader Khalifa only of the community and the succeeded Khalifas. Okay. This division was based on the idea that the religion of rulers was the only important historical change, and there were no other significant development in the economy, society, or culture. But they ignored the rich diversity of the subcontinent. Few historians obviously follow this prioritization today, but most of them look to economic and social factors. Like the histories you have read last year included a wide range of early societies like the hunter gatherers, early farmers, people living in the towns and village, and early. Now, the histories you will be studying this year are often described as medieval. You will find out more about the spread of peasant society, the rise of regional and imperial state formation, sometime at the cost of pastoral and forest people. Now you're going to study about the development of Hinduism and Islam as major religion and the arrival of European trading companies. These thousands years of India history witnessed a considerable change on a frequent basis. After all, the 16th and the 18th century were quite different from the 8th or the 11th. Therefore, moreover, the medieval period is often contrasted with the modern period. Modernity carries with it a sense of material progress and intellectual advancement. During these thousand years, economies in the several regions reached a level of prosperity that attracted the interest of European trading companies as well. So, this is all about the chapter. Thank you so much.
So do like, subscribe and share my channel if you like the video.